Hello, 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 my friends. Back again. Now, I'm hoping that you clicked on that image in the thumbnail because you said to yourself, what are these women sick and tired of? You see women of every demographic here. If you are a woman, I'm sure you clicked on it because you have some things that you're sick and tired of. The last 24 hours or so, what triggered me posting this was that I watched the video of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Aniston at some awards ceremony engaging with one another. There's been all this discourse about it. And to be honest, it was so disgusting to me to watch because he was clearly taking advantage of that little kernel that she still has in her, that soft spot she still has for him. Despite the fact that he just did this woman so dirty that he would have the nerve to go rolling up to go have a public display with her to polish his image. That made me angry. All the women responding are also sick and tired of seeing this kind of behavior. You don't get to just do that to people. You don't get to polish your image. And quite clearly, J-Lo is still, of course, in public. I'm sure she didn't want to, make a scene, but hopefully she's working on getting rid of that soft spot for him because she needs to let him know it's done. We're sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of being toyed with. In the last week or so, Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman, same thing. He decides he's going to leave this woman for what? We heard all kind of rumors and speculation, and let's be clear, we don't know. We don't know. So I want to be very clear. The only thing I'm just talking about here is the discourse. But what we heard was he left her because of her insatiable sexual appetite. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Now, there was a joke for a few days after they first made the announcement that they were going to have a hard time separating their hair straighteners, their flat irons. That is shameful. That is shameful. And let's be honest, most of us have been with a man who's a little more particular about his appearance, let's say. And so you got to deal with that diva syndrome. And I'm sure she dealt with it for as long as she could, and only for him to go and get a younger woman. And then this is what we hear, is that he thought her sexual appetite was too much for him. Let's hope that's not true. Because if it is, we are sick and tired of those kinds of games. We're sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of it. Then we got Ayesha Curry. They talked so much trash about this woman being honest about the fact that she didn't really want to have children. What is wrong with that? I get so sick of it, especially as a woman without children who absolutely loves and adores them, that people have so much to say about how a woman spends her time. We are sick and tired of it. The same thing in the last 24 hours about Jennifer Aniston. She apparently has a new article coming out, an interview in Harper's Bazaar, where she said that for years people talk trash about her. Oh, she doesn't have any children. She's single and selfish. She's a workaholic. Come to find out, she says for 20 years she was fighting to try to have a baby. 20 years she had to endure public scrutiny of her childlessness. We are sick and tired of it. Women bear the brunt of the burdens of holding this world up. And Lord knows, everything we do gets criticized and scrutinized. We're sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of it. Ladies, we all know those areas that we can improve upon when it comes to how we allow ourselves to be treated, what we go for, what we stand up for ourselves about. Let's all work on empowering ourselves, empowering our other sisters around us so that we're not allowing anybody to be dragged in the dust. To allow anybody to be dragged in the dust. We got to do better. We got to do better. We cannot continue to face this scrutiny and not fight back. We're sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of it. When I'm out and about, I just thought about the other day, I was in Costco. And when you go in there, you see the women pushing the carts, and some of them have the carts piled high, especially the ones with the husbands in there with them, boyfriends, whatever. And the women look so burdened. They look so burdened. And I always think to myself, this is, the guys always look so excited because they're going to get food, to take back home so she can cook it. Now, not to say that some guys don't cook. Absolutely, some men cook. Let me not suggest that. I'm not saying some men don't cook. But let's be honest. The majority of those women in there are probably the ones bearing the burden. Women are going above and beyond for these men. Above and beyond, only to constantly face scrutiny and derision. And it's enough. Anywhere you can help out another woman, please do it. Anywhere you can support another woman, please do it. Let's be better about that. Because if there's one thing men do, it's support one another. If it's one thing they do, it's support one another. I saw somebody say, the men are all upset with Ayesha Curry because they would kill for the chance to be Steph Curry's wife. And it's the truth. It is the truth. We got to do better. We got to do better. Let's support one another. Let's lift one another up. Let's look out for one another. And let's not add to one another's burdens at the very least. This is why with the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj drama that made me so upset, because it's just a microcosm of society. And we can't continue to have this when we got all these people already criticizing us. Let's do better, ladies. That's the only way we're really gonna rise up. That's the only way. Be better to one another. Please, let's start there. Later.